Mark Jefferies is one of the world's most accomplished airshow performers. During more than 20 years of flying, Mark has won numerous aerobatic competitions. He is a national aerobatic champion and was awarded the Royal Aeronautical Society's prestigious silver medal. Mark flies the Elite Twister, an Extra 300S, one of only 31 aircraft of its type worldwide. With team member Kester Scroop, himself a champion aerobatic pilot, and internationally renowned trainer Alan Cassidy, Mark and the Elite Twister hope to fly into the history books with wins at upcoming European and World Aerobatic Championships.
World-class aerobatic competition and display flying is a very athletic sport. It requires pilots to be physically very well conditioned to sustain the high G-forces that they load themselves up with all the time, and the high rates of rotation that the airplane is capable of. The two together, it's a bit like fighting Mike Tyson in a spin dryer, I suppose. But as well as the physical capabilities and the determination to follow all that training regime through, the pilots also need an immense amount of mental capacity to cope with all the three-dimensional orientational problems. It's far different from working just in two-dimensionals on flat Earth.
The stresses at this level of aerobatics are really quite intense. When you're flying plus 10, minus 6G, from 0 or even backwards up to over 230 knots, every part of this airplane is flexing and straining, and the result is that the maintenance of the airplane is all essential. So you're always having to check, even the smallest screws will work loose over time. So knowing your airplane very well, doing the pre-flight check is essential. Perfect.
Our 300 horsepower Lycoming here has a really hard time with the aerobatics. The high G forces, the wear and tear that the engine goes through. And then in the winter it has to lay off, and we're relying on the Elite oil for rust protection.
I think aerobatics is something that's quite easy to do badly and very difficult to do well. And it's the small things that make the difference between a really good flight and a bad flight. It's the preparation, it's not having outside influences affecting your focus, your mental state before you fly. And certainly in terms of teamwork, it's helpful to have somebody help prepare the aeroplane and keep those outside influences away from you. The other important aspect is to understand precisely what the airplane and the manoeuvres look like from the ground. And certainly I can help Mark with critique and see what it looks like from a judge's point of view and feed that back to Mark.
The significant challenges I face while I'm flying an air display or a competition are not only keeping in front of the crowd, which is obvious, but of course I need to have the peace of mind that the aircraft, the engine, the oil, every system is perfect and it's the best equipment I can have.
Mark Jefferies is a champion in a field that takes piston aircraft through manoeuvres that seem to defy the laws of aerodynamics. He's continually pushing to achieve ever more technical and extreme sequences. His latest is the Elite Twister.
Okay, the Elite Twister. Dive in, 220 knots, 8G pull to the vertical. As soon as you're there, hit the left aileron. 2 rolls, 2 full rolls. Then right aileron, forward right stick, right rudder, and the aeroplane twists round on itself. You look, following the horizon round, stop it in the vertical, then torque roll back through your own smoke. That's the Elite Twister.
These extreme conditions demand a level of performance from the pilot, the engine and its oil that is nothing short of astonishing. What are you using to protect your aircraft's piston engine?
That's what I call fun.